Hello guys, how you all doing? So today we are going to be talking about what we all know about Gaming Goz so far. And these videos are mostly just going to be pictures throughout the entire video, so I hope you don't mind. But anyways, so what we know about it so far is how many episodes. Let's talk about the episodes first. So there's going to be 7 episodes. Or 8. I've 7 or 8 episodes so far. That's what we know, but yeah. Anyways, it has been told of how these episodes are been described. So far, I only know right now episode 1, 5, and 7 on how they were described. So let's talk about episode 1 first. Episode 1 was described as cake in one word. So these were all described in one word. First off, that confuses me a little bit. So, we've seen sneak peeks of the pilot, and they look pretty cool. But this episode is meant to be about cake, I guess. Now, there is meant to be, a love interest with Bonnie and Cake. That's so far, well, it's barely been known, but, it's something that I've known for a while and been seeing. Suspicious, but this character, so they're meant to be, I guess together in the show. I don't know, but I'm assuming they like each other throughout the show, and since the pilot is described as cake, it makes me wonder: is the pilot meant to be about like Cake and Bonnie? Which I don't know if that's really how it would work. Mostly, I would assume a show's pilot would be like a welcome or like a, wow, this is the beginning of something new. Just like other shows have. But hearing that this episode is about cake just makes me wonder. And there's been stuff like pictures of Cake saying like, hey, Cake likes to party or Cake is doing something. Mostly probably meaning those are meant to describe the pilot, on what's going to happen in the pilot. So, there's meant to be something going on with Cake on the first episode. Anyways, episode 5 is called Silence, which I'm assuming it's meant to be the friends, all of them, Lemon Boy too. They all get separated from each other and go in silent places that are meant to be fearful, like they're scary or just silent, just completely silent. And it's always dark and nothing's happening throughout the episode till they find something around the ending. Anyways, there's episode 7, which is called Life. Shoot. There's meant to be an episode called Life. It's called Life, well, described as it. What makes me think about this episode is that it's gonna be about them, coming back to life, or turning back in their human forms or something, because Gaming Goz, what I think so far is that they're NPCs in a game that is an illusion for their minds. They barely have any idea what's going on, because they're in a world that's glitching, and because it's they don't know yet, but it's a game. It's kind of like Jumanji, I'm assuming. Alright, so we've gone through the episodes. Now, let's talk about the characters. Bonnie is meant to be an overconfident and Noyer, I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. He wears suits, and he's pretty he's kind of a basic type of dude. But yeah, that's Bonnie. He's meant to be the main character out of the crew, so that's quite interesting. But then we have Cartoony, who is, cartoony. And then Cake, the girl who loves treats and food and will literally eat anything, apparently. And then there's Bacon King, who used to be the king of something, but now is a part of the crew, and he's still a king, but he's pretty much not, so. He's apparently nonchalant and chill, so that's kind of cool. And then there's Lemon Boy. We have barely any idea who this thing is, but Lemon Boy is supposed to be a lemon and a part of the crew, so that's interesting. And then we have Cherry Juice. That's for real his name. he is meant to be the villain of the show. We do know the characters' ages. Bonnie is 17, Cake is 16, Cartoon is 20,000. What? Bacon King is 18, Cherry Juice is... Holy fuck! Yeah, those Cherry Juice and Cartoony, man, they're not even unks. They're like... oh my goodness. Oh shoot, and almost forgot somebody. We have the demon who is Fried, I think his name is Fried Shrimp. Yeah, these characters have very cool names. They're pretty funny too. No offense, but that's the characters' names. And I don't even think we know how old the demon is. I'm assuming he's like over 20,000, just like Cartoony, but yeah, that's all we know about those characters. This show is meant to have a purplish type style into it, just a type of purple style and stuff. We're also not sure if the villain, Cherry Juice, has like a group of villains. Yeah, so there's not really too much known for this show yet. We know the characters, we know the episodes, and all that. We also know some fun facts about the characters. Yeah, let's go. But yeah, there's really like nothing else so much known for the show. I mean, there is an intro that tells a lot about the stuff and what's really a lot of stuff that's going on. But yeah, it's all we know so far for Gaming Goz, and I hope pretty much that's all I know for Gaming Goz so far. But I hope you enjoyed this video. So yeah, see ya.